Hello there folks, and welcome back. You know what? It feels good. For the first time in a long time, we are self-sufficient as far as energy is concerned. There we go, all of our solar panels. We don't have to have any of our nuclear reactors on board this ship running, and we are completely self-sufficient. Al Gore would be proud. That's very nice. Also, as you can see, one day has passed, and in the meantime, while that day was passing, I used this ship and that ice patch over there to gather a whole bunch of ice and fill up our hydrogen and oxygen tanks just to get that out of the way. And in doing so, I realized that it's been, suspiciously calm. There's not many Sabroids around, and the pirates that initially chased us to this planet, well, we kind of dispatched of some of the pirates, but on the way down, there were also some pirates like a kilometer out. I don't know if they spotted us, but oh, I spoke too soon. Well, as far as the Sabroids are concerned, the pirates still haven't seen anything of those pirates, but I guess the Sabroids are still around. But we can deal with those in due time. Also, they have components and stuff on them. If we do kill them, we can grab what they have on them. Hello, how are you? But that is all well and good, but right now I'm going to see what it takes to make ammunition, because that's our main concern, and I think we're safe enough because those pirates probably don't know where we are right now, that we can probably venture out a little bit further than just this little mountain area. So I'm going to go in here, see what it takes to make ammunition. So production, components. So we need magnesium. That's all we need. We just need to find some magnesium, and we will have all of the ammunition we could possibly want, because we have nickel. We have nickel for days, and we have iron, so that's not an issue. We just need to find magnesium. Alright, well, that's not going to be a problem. Also, maybe putting another battery on this ship wouldn't be bad, because that'd give us extended range. I think the ship can support the weight, so I think we're going to put another battery on board. I know we have enough components, or enough material to make another battery, so that shouldn't be an issue. Now we just need to see if it can fit. Can it fit? Probably if we rotate it. I know how we can make this fit. Oh, no wonder. I just need material on me. I think that's the only reason it's not building right now. So, let's grab some steel plate. I'm gonna need our power cells. Gonna need some construction components. Oop, not 540, I just want 50. I believe we're also probably gonna need some small steel tubes and a computer, I believe, as well. Alright, I can't grab from that cargo container. Hide the empties, see where else we can grab from. Well, we'll see what we need once we actually place it down. Yeah, there we go, we can place it, no problem. Yeah, we just need a couple more power cells and 2 computers. Not an issue at all. The power cells we can build. The computers, we might actually be able to build computers too, I'm not sure. Yes, we can. Let's build a couple more computers. Because the only reason we couldn't build computers before was simply because we didn't have silicon. Now we have silicon for days. I don't know why we were grinding our gyroscopes away now that we can make... oh well. Now we know. I always thought computers needed gold, but I think they changed that in later updates to make survival a little bit easier, because computers are a necessary component for a lot of things. So, where are our computers? Whoops, that's not how you spell computer. Alright, grab that. We are all set. I'm also probably going to refill my oxygen and hydrogen tanks before we head out. And maybe, if we're very lucky, we can find magnesium. But even if we don't, I just want to kind of explore around and see what is around us. Because, hey, you never know. Maybe there's something interesting. Alright, let's throw the rest of these components in here. We don't need them with us right now. And maybe, if all is going well, at the end of this episode we can start building a rover. It's going to be a large ship rover because... Ooh, don't want to be going down here. A large ship rover because we want a large ship ore detector. That will be very nice. Hide empties where... There, let's put this in there. Grab that one. Where's the oxygen tank? And grab that one. Alright. Perfect. And as you can see, in the past couple of days, we've been charging and discharging some of our batteries, but for the most part, they're pretty much fully charged. So that is all really, really nice. Okay, well, let us head on out. We're going to need to turn on everything, of course. So that, I believe the batteries are probably set to recharge. Yes, they are. That battery doesn't have anything in it, but it will eventually. Make sure the lights are turned off. Don't need that. Turn the thrust on. Guns on, because there are Saveroids around right now. And I believe we are set. Just gotta make sure the reactors are turned on, and they are. Good. Yep, and we can still fly. No problem whatsoever. Sweet. Let's find out where we were actually mining, because we were mining kind of sort of in the dark for a while. It was somewhere around here, maybe? Oh, I'm shooting at stuff. What am I shooting at? Oh, hello. Let's see if we can't kill him. Yes, we got him. I'm going to actually pick up the components that are going to be on these Saveroids. I'm going to keep my ship hovering because I don't want those Saveroids to... jetpack on. I don't want those guys to kill me. Also, speaking of killing me, I need my gun out. Anything on you? Let's see. Yes. Oh boy, that's a lot of steel plate to be on one of you. You were probably having fun eating my ship, which is why you have all that stuff on you. And computers, yay! We can always use more computers. Alright, let's head back up. I suppose that's one issue with having a rover, is that we're going to have to deal with Saveroids. But I think we'll manage. Alright, so was it over here that we had our mine? Somewhere around here, I believe. Okay, so that's something that we mined during the nighttime, that little block there. Is it over here, perhaps? Yeah, that's definitely where our mine was. It's got that nickel and it's got that silicon. And I believe that's the hole right there. However, that's really strange. Our cargo container is inexplicably gone, as though maybe a Saveroid took it or destroyed it, or maybe something else did. Well, that's something we'll have to find out. I guess we'll keep our eyes peeled. Make sure that there's nothing around, because we don't know. Maybe there are pirates around and we can't see them. You know what? I just realized we don't have an antenna. No wonder we can't see anything. We don't have an antenna. Maybe we should prioritize that. Yeah, let's definitely prioritize getting an antenna on. We're not going to broadcast anything with our antenna, but we are definitely going to see if we can find anything. Speaking of finding things, what's that down there? Like right where I'm pointing my crosshairs. I don't know if you can see that. Looks like it's something. Well, let's head down slowly and cautiously. Well, actually, speaking of which, I need to put my guns... Actually... I'm going to put my Gatling gun group on here. I'm going to do toggle blocks on and off. There we go. Just in case. In fact, I should be... Yeah, there's definitely something down there. The closer we're getting, something's definitely coming into view. I don't know, is this like a mud flat or is this ice? I can't quite tell. Oh, hello. Oh boy, there's targeting indicator. Let's tread lightly over here. I'm actually going to turn this off because nothing seems to be shooting at us. Yes, there's something down there. I don't know what it is. Is that a landing pod? That's definitely something. Huh. Looks like there's a big crater there as well. We're gonna have to definitely check this out. Okay. Oh, hello. Outpost Alpha ship wreckage. That's interesting. I don't know. Is that a pirate? Did a pirate shoot down a ship and create this little base, or was this base created by somebody whose ship got absolutely wrecked and they made something out of the wreckage? That's something we're gonna have to look at, and I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled right now so I can make sure that I'm not getting snuck up on by anybody. This is an interesting development. Looks like the base seems to have come under attack. You can see the solar panels sparking there in the distance, which means that it's probably not nuclear powered. And I would guess that a well-organized pirate team would probably have reactors by now, which would lead me to guess that this is just a shipwreckage from somebody. And this is very clearly a shipwreckage. Yeah, you got a massive crater in the ground, some components, and a little chunk of a ship over there. Oh boy. But then we gotta, is this place still inhabited? I don't know. Well, I'm going to turn my, I really want to turn my guns back on, but they're just going to target this outpost. But there are sabroids here, which, this is really tempting. I'm not going to be able to go grab what's left down there. Maybe the people that were here succumbed to the sabroids. I don't know. I'm going to fly down here, see what I can see. There's definitely gun on here. Alright. Sabroid's gonna come down? No, they're not gonna come up the staircase. Well, at least this person built this somewhat smart. Looks like, is there any ammunition in here? Access denied. Uh-oh. They are definitely eating away at this. Kind of want to see what's inside of here, but I don't want to disturb it, because if this is somebody's, hideout, I don't want to be destroying it, but it's too tempting. I also have a really good grinder, so this shouldn't take too long. I can also rebuild the door for him if I really want. Okay, so all that's in here is a medical room and a cargo container. Can I see what's in the cargo container? Access denied. I'm not going to destroy the cargo container because I don't know whose this is, and they might be extremely upset with me if I destroy what little cargo they have, because this is clearly a working station right now. So I'm going to put that door back in case they come back. Who knows, he or she might come back and be very upset with me. So let's put that back. We'll keep it open. Alright, new development. We are not alone. Okay, well, that's something that's good to know. We're not alone, and holy crap is this place overrun. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. I guess that's probably why they left. Yep, no doubt. We're gone. Alright. Now let's see if we can find some magnesium, because we really need magnesium. There's a lot of sabroids down there. I want to find out whose that is. Maybe if we explore further, we can find something. I mean, it doesn't look like there'd be many resources down on that flat plain, so maybe they decided to move their base of operations elsewhere. But maybe getting an antenna up and running will be our priority, so maybe we can find them. That would be pretty cool. Hopefully. At the very least, it will, if they are pirates and want to kill us, it'll be a good way of being able to know how to avoid them, because they probably have antennas of their own and will be showing up on our heads-up display. Alright. Any magnesium or anything in general? We're not finding much. We still have decent amount of fuel time left, so I'm not really worried about running out at this juncture. But I would like to find some magnesium now that we know that we are definitely not alone in more ways than one. There are very, very vicious alien life forms on this planet, and there are some either friendly or foes just down in that valley over there, so hopefully they have not spotted us. We don't have an antenna of our own, so we're not broadcasting anything, so they don't know where our location. Hopefully. There's more silicon, but we don't need silicon. We have silicon already. Anything in here? Nothing. Well, this is interesting to say the least. I kind of want to know where to go from here, because I don't want to upset whoever's there if they are friendly, and if they're not friendly, I have to have some sort of defenses in place, and right now I just don't. I need a proper Gatling turret and missile turret up top, which means I really need this magnesium wherever it might be hiding. And that might mean I have to make a large ship with a large ore detector on it, because I'm not finding anything with this puny, smaller ore detector. And all the good ores are hidden beneath the surface, unfortunately. And I mean deep beneath the surface, not something where you can detect with your hand drill, even an elite hand drill like we have. Well, there's a lot of rocks over here. Maybe this is going to be a little bit more fortuitous when it comes to mining. Because generally these rocky outcroppings are good news for this sort of thing. Well, if it is, it's deep beneath the surface. Yep, not spotting anything. I know my ore detector's on because I was spotting silicon earlier. Alright. We do have a very limited amount of ammunition back at base, so we can make a couple of interior turrets and put them on top of our ship to protect us at the very least. But in the long run, that's gonna do diddly squat if a ship comes to attack us. If a person comes to attack us, we'll be fine. But I have a feeling, who knows, maybe they're even scouting out our base as we speak, but we do have a couple of turrets running right now, so I think we'll be fine. And at the very least, if they come inside of our base, we do have turrets inside of our hangar bay where all of our important things are, so that is good. As well as we have another one in our engineering section. There's nothing. Nothing! Nothing, I say. Ooh. But there's that. Okay. Who knows, maybe there's ammunition on these guys. That would be nice. No, just steel plate. Well, that's exactly what I don't need right now. Steel plate. Thank you, Saberoids. It'd be nice if you dropped some magnesium. That would be cool. Alright. Yeah, whenever I turn on my guns, it does drop my power significantly, unfortunately. Ooh, there's a rock out there. These type of rocky outcroppings do have stuff in them. But usually it's just like nickel or something. In fact, it looks like I mined this one already. Nope. Never mind. Yeah, that's just nickel. Alright. Well, my ship is still over there. Don't want to lose where my base is. Haven't found any more structures, so we just know down there in that valley there is somebody or something. And it appears as though they're not there at the moment, but it is a functioning base. It's powered. It's got solar panels. It probably has a battery. And it's probably just an outpost for mining at this point in time. There's some silicon. Don't need silicon. Alright. Probably more silicon or nickel. Iron! Well, we don't need iron either, but thanks, game. Nothing. Alright, well. Let's see if we can't find something maybe closer to our base. Who knows, maybe if where we crashed into the ground, when we have that massive crater, maybe we uncovered some minerals close to us. That would be nice. Because I don't think we ever checked out that crater that we caused. There might actually still be parts of our ship in that crater for all I know. That's probably going to be our next place to take a look at. Yep, nothing in these canyons. Alright. I think where we crashed was somewhere over here. Yep, there's that massive crater that we caused. Wow, we actually did bounce quite a ways. That is a nice, massive crater. You can actually see the impact, the outline of our ship. So those were the two pylons. That was the front of the ship, right there, and that's the bottom of the ship. That's kind of cool. All right. All right, we're kind of running low on fuel, but let's take a look. It looks as though we have some scrap metal in there. Not too terribly concerned about scrap metal. Anything in here? Nope. Nothing. Well, I think that's going to be a priority then. We need to get a large ore detector up and running. And actually, you know what? Why are we parking this ship outside when there are quite possibly very, very hostile people about? Let's park it inside. We have a hangar bay for that very reason. I think this ship will fit. And we have a sensor. Is it gonna detect us? It's gonna detect us. Come on. Well, now it'll detect us. Oh, it's not set to detect ships. That's why. I guess I'll have to change that, but here we are. Might as well park it inside for safekeeping. Alright, and let us turn off the gyroscopes, turn off the thrust. I suppose we're not going to be able to recharge the ship while we're doing this. I might want to hook it up via connector or conveyor or something. Alright, let's close the hangar door. There we go. And we'll set the sensor to detect friendly ships as well. Detect players, yes. Detect large ships. Detect small ships, yes. There we go. Alright. Well, I guess I put it too close. Alright, well, let's fix that. Alright, well, the doors are closing. All is well and good. Let's put what components we did find. Hooray. Yay, more steel. But it's something. It's better than nothing else. We got some computers, but not that we need them anymore because we have components to make computers for ages. I suppose, you know, those batteries will recharge because there are nuclear reactors on board, so that's fine. Speaking of which, I should set them to recharge right now. Whoops. Didn't mean to press that button. Sorry. Speaking of which, I need to regain some of my health because it is kind of low right now. So, battery 1, recharge. Battery 2, recharge. Let's find that ore detector and turn it off so it doesn't use any energy. It doesn't need to be detecting ore while we're in a ship. Alright. We are rather safe here because we do have guns protecting us. Thank the Lord. But that doesn't mean that enemies couldn't be about. So this changes things. This changes things a lot. I thought we were pretty much alone, but that is obviously not the case. Well, I